Aloha, it's Tiger. I'm still here, aka Tigmonk, doing a 3-question interview for my beautiful friends at Wake Magazine. Thank you so much for setting this up and reaching out and making it happen. So much fun that we can collaborate in this way. Question number 3 from Wake Magazine. Our human family is currently experiencing tremendous and beautiful shifts in our collective consciousness. Of course, the necessity of letting go and journeying into the heart can be very challenging at times. In this time of great transformation and inner work, what message do you feel is most imperative for our human family to remember, to understand, and integrate? What is the most important message? Oh my goodness, it's one of those times where I just don't want to say anything. Oh, the most important message. You are already that? So stop trying. Oh my goodness. Again, this goes back to the challenge. I mean, what's the real challenge? Does it make sense for me to say it's very difficult for me to be myself? That's like an oxymoron. It's very difficult to be what I already am. It's very challenging. No, it's not. It's very natural. It's very effortless. What is challenging, what is demanding, is holding up the expectation of who you think you are, as opposed to what is about the truth of your nature. And so the difficulty in this life and the ultimate healing that's going to arise is not by any action you take. It's not going to be by solving some sort of problem that exists outside of what you are. It's going to arise because you allow yourself to be yourself. You're going to dive into your heart and get incredibly sincere about what really excites your soul, what really turns your heart on. And in that regard, that's going to point you in a direction of trust. Meaning that it's going to expose something within yourself that may not be what other people want you to do, that may not be in alignment with the social status quo. And it's certainly going to move you outside of your comfort zone to expose a truth that there's nothing to fear. And of course, this can't happen unless we move with a faith that knows all is well. And then also in this discovery, again, the whole waking up to what you are, it covers so many different things. But essentially, it's going to be the falling away of your imagined identity and your integration with the truth of life, which is the truth of the present moment, which is really to have your attention be here right now. And that's going to be the healing, because that's where the power is. You're not going to contribute to the sincerity of life if you are chasing a imagined fantasy tomorrow to fulfill an imagined deficiency right now. This is like going out trying to fix the world or fix problems, hoping that it will create more peace, when this isn't how peace is created. Peace is something that is seen internally, and then by default is reflected in the external. So you can never have peace by changing things on the surface condition. That's all. If that change arises from a changed heart, then that will be a conducive action. But if it's coming from a space of separation or a space of fear, saying that I'm afraid that if this doesn't happen, then we're all going to hell, then that fearful space is just going to create more of the same. And so in that, there's returning to the recognition that all is incredibly well in the way that everything is allowed. And this is what life is. Because we can very easily get caught in the trap that the point of this experience on earth is to fix something, or the point is to become better or to improve, which in a relative sense that happens, but it happens incredibly naturally when you let life move for you, rather than you believing that you know what's best for life. It's like taking our mental experience of conditioning and saying, okay, with this very limited frame of reference, this limited perspective, I now know what's best for all of life. It's like you look out in this forest and be like, oh, somebody should really come clean this up because they've got grass and rocks mixed in with each other, and that doesn't make us look how we want to look. And so a lot of the times we're just going into the forest messing shit up because we're trying to make it better, when in truth there's a natural plane. In the same way, you can look at suffering that way. We're so quick to get in and remove people's suffering, not realizing that suffering is a pointer towards truth. And so if you just go in and remove the pointer, then it just delays the awakening or the discovery from the suffering. And so love yourself and enjoy yourself. And enjoy yourself, really, because that's what you're going to ultimately come back to. You're going to figure it all out, and you're going to have the most amazing insight and whatever, and spiritual experience. And then you're going to realize, oh, everything's fine. All is well. In this moment, right now, this is pretty badass. Thanks so much for reaching out and offering an invitation for this to be done. Love and appreciate you. Aloha and cheers to the beauty that you already are.